we have a brain and we have different minds. What those minds are different natures. No different natures are different vibrations. And if you want to keep breaking it down even further, I mean, we started everything. We dissected and put it all together and brought it back to oneness, and then separated into subsets and everything. So it's like, yo, even these religious houses come from learning different sciences, and they want you to break it down into a so-called spookism. I mean, it's like, yo, it's teaching sciences. The only thing is that you don't know they personifying it so that you can internalize it a little bit better. I mean, and we did that in order to make ourselves understand a lot better, because our children would be masters of this before they even began to start becoming an adult. They would understand the sciences as elementary. That's why elementary school should teach the elements, because they don't teach nothing about elements in elementary school now, so it's a misnomer. Now,
right.
I hate to go so deep, but it's like, yo, when we get down to it, I mean, you are turning over your so-called education, you know what I'm saying, which root word means to draw out, you know what I'm saying, and you're turning over the so-called education of your children to the very beast that keeps you suppressed in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while we got, yo, all this integrationalist stuff, we was doing things good. We was perfectly fine. We had no disease, no none of that. We wasn't fighting each other. We wasn't killing each other over resources or none of that. And then when we did fight, it was just for resources. It wasn't so that we could just take over everything. And we just put each other to tribute so that we make sure that everybody got to eat. We didn't starve nobody or nothing if we did go to war, ever. And we had all this stuff already set before pink people came through. And they came through with this destruction mindset, and they're going to destroy everything. And this is who you want to turn yourself over to and be submissive to, somebody that's below you. I mean, come on.
Right.
Now, I mean,
right.
And let's keep it gangster here. Somebody breaks into your house and start eating out of your cabinets and stuff like that, you're supposed to say, hey, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? Why are you in my house? Why are you trying to take my food? What's going on with you? But you go, oh, you know what? I know you're stealing from me. I know you just raped my wife and everything, but sit down and eat with us. And then you get mad and say, let me back in the house, when they beat your ass and tell you to get out of their house. You know what I'm saying? And they say, you're outside talking about something, please let me back in my house. Or no, please let me in your house. Now you giving your house up. And you bending over talking about something, I'll let you do whatever you want to, just let me in. No, fuck that. They took over that shit. It's like, yo, you get rid of the problem. You don't sit there and try to coexist with the problem. What's wrong with you?
Right. Let me break in here so I can address the people. Peace and love, family. Those of you who are just joining us, I see some of you still coming in. Y'all late. We almost through. Y'all should have been here about an hour and a half ago. But anyway, we are glad to still have you here on Wake the Hell Up Wednesday. You listen to myself, Empress T. You also have Kenya Jones, a.k.a. KJ, on the line, Will Justice. And we also joined tonight by Everett, our King Everett. And we also had Dr. Yaffa Bay. I think she fell off the line, so I'm waiting for her to get back in here. You know, we do have some not so good reception out here in some places because it is raining. Y'all believe it's raining in Phoenix? It is. It's getting it in, but, you know, I like it. I can go to sleep on some rain. Let me go ahead and get my sister back in.
Yeah, Queen. I now know the name of. I know the name of Robin Thicke's wife. Her name is Paula Patton.
Oh yeah.
And one thing, I don't know her background. I could probably look her up her background, but I know for a fact she is born in Europe. So obviously, by vice versa, she is mixed with the Caucasian ancestry. So you know, when I look at that picture of her,
you don't have to be just when you born in Europe. What is that?
I know. Well,
okay.
When I heard her talk,
her mother is German.
Oh, look at that, right there. See
Her Her white German mother and African American father. You said that. Yeah, you did say that, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Mitochondrially, she's them anyway.
So technically,
she's European. Yeah.
She's European. I mean, you are. Okay, your mother, her mother is Neanderthal. So
you are with your mother.
You have it. Yeah, you are what your mother is. I have a story. Let me go ahead and jump in here and get this story.
Yeah, do you still have the story of what I told you about days ago? During
I have that right now. Yeah, I got it. For those of you in the so-called conscious community, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of this story or this issue that has been going, or this hot topic that has been going on around Facebook, the Internet, CNN, Fox, all over the place, and that's with this brother named Ayo Kamaki. His alias, I guess he goes by the name Irritated Genie, and he's with War on Horizon. I never knew his name. I know the War on Horizon because I watched him on YouTube about the assimilation of the black man. But let me go ahead and read the story. It says, when Ayo Kamaki clocked out of work as a small business specialist working for the Department of Homeland Security, he is sometimes assumed has an alter ego, the Irritated Genie. According to the Newport from Southern Poverty Law Center, this man is different than the Kamaki who has built a profile for himself as a public face at various events of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. While Kamaki fights for the little guys at his day job, a former DHS supervisor told Irritated Genie spends much of his time as a militant black nationalist preparing for what he calls to be an inevitable clash with the white race in a website called War on the Horizon. Kamaki has posted a variety of content telling his followers that they must prepare to kill a lot of whites and to engage in this ethnic cleansing of the black skin. Uncle Tom faced traitors. Gay men and women were also popular targets. Kamaki dedicates his entire section of his site to warning against the infeminization of the black male, which he calls a weapon of mass destruction used against the black family. It appears that Kamaki has also written a book on the topic of white sex assault, which he is selling on Amazon for more than $750. Black political figures aren't spared Kamaki's anger. He calls President Barack Obama a treason mulatto scum dweller who will fight against reparations for black people in America with 3Ks, but in favor of fag rights for freaks in America and Africa. Reverend Al Sharpton, former Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, and former Secretary of Defense Colin Powell is included in the list of enemies in the video on YouTube. Kamaki makes it clear that he prefers those who embody black male aggression, which he calls what black manhood is supposed to be. Let's see. The Deputy Press Secretary at Immigration Customs Enforcement released a statement following reports of the true nature of Kamaki's second job at ICE. ICE does not condone any type of hateful rhetoric or advocacy of violence of any kind against anyone, she said. Every ICE employee is held to the highest standard of professional ethnic conduct. Accusations of misconduct are investigated thoroughly, and if appropriate action, and if it is substantiated, appropriate actions is taken. Supervisor at DHS is known about has had known about Kamaki's side job, but they told that they had grossly misrepresented what he does as the face of War on the Horizon. Kamaki had reportedly described his venture simply as WOH and had claimed that it was an entertainment website selling videos, concerts, and lectures. But some former co-workers of Kamaki said that they were concerned about his behavior even on the job. Everybody in the office is afraid of him. This guy is filled with hate. A former supervisor told SPLC, people are afraid he will come in with a gun someday and go postal. I am astonished that he's employed by federal government, let alone Homeland Security. And that is the end of that one. So
all
I
right.
will.
All right. Wait. Before y'all go, let me go in to explain this. Because most of y'all know I'm irritated Genie. I've been following this dude for the last couple months. Been hearing his radio station Mondays on his own station called War on the Rising. And he talks about various topics. One particularly dealing with pedophiles, blacks, killing, we should kill pedophiles, gays, and whatever. And which is all cool and dandy cool. But when the only issue now with him now is because he now, for the last week or two, been talking about, say, we must cleanse whites, starts to bring a sense of a red flag. Now, mind you, if he works for a government, which we don't know, say, the state of D.C., most likely if you're working anywhere, most likely you'll be getting a government job. You're going to be paid heavily. So now, for us to really make a conclusion, I'm only going to brief you in. Y'all going to have to really take more and do more research on him. But from my understanding, I have some of his clips of DVDs that he let out for free. And I watched one of the infeminization of the black female. And he talks about one time he used to work before 2003. And he left that work making some good money to really start fight for the people in regards to getting certain information out that's necessary. Now, 2 or 3 years later, he has an issue with a guy named Sal Nair. Y'all know who this is. It's a guy who does House of Conscience, which Sal Nair was making a lot of money off of his DVDs. And because of this and never gave him some of the cut, he feels at his time he has to go back, work the 9 to 5, the white man's job, because he cannot provide for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? So now the job that he went and took back was, like you see it, Homeland Security. Now, mind you, I asked him how long he had the site, and usually he did show this Monday explain everything about the situation, and he said he only had the site for like 4 years, from his understanding. So now I'm thinking about when I listed in with other blog talks and we're going on with him, I kind of messed up and slipped up, didn't say this man was talking about he was making $85,000 or something a year with the job he's working with Homeland Security. Now, in my mind, if you're really in interest to the people to really get them awake and get this information out, if you decide to work back the European job and know certain intel, you're making a lot of money, which the time DVDs you've been producing for the last couple years. You could have gave some of that out to some people that's necessary. But no, he still was selling those DVDs while working and creating the website War on the Rising, and still making $85K. So now think about saying, and he was laughing, boasting about it. To say now not only you making $85K, you're making over 100 some K. Now you're making more than the average person who's making $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year, and when you're making more money than those figures, and you're talking about you want to awaken 90 people, you should not be even looking at it as profit. So I look at the end of the day and say he was capitalizing more on consciousness at the end of the day. And much times say he want to wake up people, but say you sacrificed years ago to try to get the information out there. Because you have to stop doing it because you're worrying about the bootleggers, you decided to take a government job, which is the Homeland Security, which you know what it was, and all of us know what it is. Where at times you're working under the white system, which is oppressing people, and not only giving certain these information, but you're making a killing economic-wise, which is a financial gain. So now when I look at when people talk about this guy could be Asian, I said, yeah, that's a possibility, but I try to look at things in all aspects. Say, what is your purpose to be working for that agent? Are you getting intel? So when I listen to his argument, it kind of doesn't make sense to the logic why even today now, I'm not sure if he still works at that place. They say he might be on a leave of absence. I know for a fact that if he was gone or dismissed, he's going to still be working for some government job. So I tell people, you have to be careful with some of these dudes because some of these dudes that said their mission is for the purpose of people, if you have a mission, you have to do it to a point where they say you're trying to be serious to take liver people by any means necessary. Because if you worry about your lifestyle or what things, those are things you have to sacrifice in regards to really to wake up the people. Now, I'm not saying everybody should really do it and it should not work, but at times when you do these type of work, you got to make that initiative to make your mind. You know what I'm saying? But that's my point in trying to bring some clarity to it. Now, y'all could bring your own perspective.
So why are you having a problem with that? Well, here's the thing. I gotta bring up an author.
Wait. Hold on for a minute, Will. She asked him a question. So let's hear what he
I
got to say.
don't get it. You know, he should. If he goes to get a job with Homeland Security,